We're the concrete for 2026, and we are with the Dean of Spyder University in the Spyder booth. I gotta tell you, Jim, I've looked around. There's a lot of exciting stuff. Hopefully you could show us all.
Oh yeah, we got all kinds of stuff set up here, Vince. You wanna take a look over here. What we're introducing this year is our Carbide bits,
okay.
SDS Max. We got Cameron here. So what we've got is 4 Carbide cutters on this, right?
So it looks like a solid Carbide head.
It is.
Fused to the bit.
Yeah, that's all Carbide, baby. Want to see it work?
Of course.
Let's go.
Do I want to give it? You can give it a go. I'll let the pros do it.
And what we're looking for here is speed and longevity, right? So right now we're testing very high against our competition, right? So we're testing really way out of the park here. Nice and fast.
That's beautiful. Yo, I lied. Can I give it a shot? That is pretty awesome. I gotta be honest, I've not seen a full Carbide head like this from some of the competition. I've only seen this one other place.
And that's going to be ours. Now we are going to offer a 2-cutter head.
Okay.
Price point, opening price point, but this is bell of the ball, right? This is what we want.
You're not kidding. I was definitely shocked when I saw it.
One of our other things that we're demoing here is our spline drive impact sockets, right? So we got spline drive. What that does is you don't have to change out your sockets, right? You got a 6-point, a 12-point, you got a rounded head, a star head, 50% rounded, right? So all you need is that one socket. So these are new. Go ahead and give that one a shot. Just rip that bad boy down in there.
They hold on so well.
Right?
More contact points in more places.
Exactly.
So less deformation.
Right. So you're not rounding out any heads.
Yeah.
Right? But also, if your head is rounded out,
it will take them off.
Right? It'll take it off.
I gotta tell you, like, it's great to have overall solutions. Like, not only are you wide, you're going deep. So you could drill the holes, and now you can set the fasteners too. That's great.
This is our diamond bite blade.
Okay.
Right? And we've put that on an angle grinder, and we're cutting through 2-inch thick steel tubing, concrete filled with rebar.
I find myself taking diamond style cutoff wheels,
right,
and just cutting almost everything with them, even stuff I'm not supposed to be cutting with them. But it's great to see such a wide array of materials that are applicable here.
What do you have, other than a steel core, right? What we have is bonded abrasive.
Yep.
Right, so you get bonded abrasive all over the place. The problem with that is that wears, right? Changes the diameter of the blade, okay, right? So that bonded abrasive is going to shrink on you, and then you got to replace it. Okay, this isn't going to shrink on you. This is going to keep cutting. Okay, so you're not changing your diameter, right? That's going to make it safer.
Yeah.
On that bonded abrasive, as you're changing that diameter, you can tend to get off, your cut one way or another, and then shatter that blade.
Right.
Okay. Right? And
that
then
makes sense.
Polarity ensues, right? Here, right? Steel core, that's not going anywhere.
Right.
Right? So safety is a big thing.
I like that.
Now what we're showing you is what it can do. This is, this isn't normal for that kind of blade, but we like to kind of show off a little bit.
If you have concrete in your conduit, you got bigger problems.
All right, so what we've got is a high-speed steel pilot bit, arbor adapter, and a TCT cup. So we got those big TCT teeth on there. That bad boy is for ripping through clean wood, MDF, you know, things like that. Not nail embedded, right? But if you're running Romex through walls and you've got to cut, you know, 20 holes, what you want is speed.
Sure.
Right? So let's show it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I thought you said TCT, so I'm going to grab that. But
That's right.
We'll show that in a minute.
Okay, now with hole saws, what's the problem with hole saws? Where's the pain point?
Nobody likes to have to pull that plug out of there.
Right? So a Spyder, rapid core eject. Okay, and that's it. So you pop that off, and now we're good to go for another hole.
Unmatched.
Right? Okay, so now, since we've got this longer arbor for this rapid core eject, right? So it's longer.
Yep.
What that allows us to do is make a steeper angle cut if we need to do that, right? So you pull the cup back, go in, score the material, lock your cup forward, and now you got your channels. So all the way through, you got your channels, just hold on and go, okay? Now, another common problem is, oh no, wrong size hole.
Yep.
Okay, again, because we've got this long bit and arbor, right? That allows us to stack our cups. So now our original cup becomes the center point or the pilot. And now we've just enlarged that hole. And of course, on all of our different flavors of hole saws, you get the rapid core eject.
Sure, oh yeah.
But now if you're cutting sheet metal with, say, our bimetal or our tarantula, it's not really an issue. Everything just kind of falls out. But it's nice, it's a nice one to have.
I'm still stuck on the enlargement though. I have to go back to it because I love it so much because it's so handy. People will say, oh, you could do that. You could put up a template. Who wants to deal with all that?
It takes time.
Yes,
Yeah.
time is money.
That takes so much time. On our arbor adapter, we've got keeper pins, right? So that's gonna keep it off the thread so when you're tightening, right, you're not actually tightening the cup on the arbor adapter. So another solution for enlarging a hole is you take your larger cup, you screw it down as far as you can,
Yeah.
and then maybe you got a couple threads left,
Ah, okay.
and you put that smaller one on. The problem is you can't use those keeper pins anymore, and then everything tightens down.
Okay.
So yeah, you can enlarge. You know, people say, "Oh, you can stack ours with a standard one."
You don't recommend that with this though? Just use the two.
Just use it. Yeah, use the two.
That's right.
Yeah. Also, the nice thing about this TCT is if you're dealing with cinder block.
Okay.
Yep. Nice, clean hole.
Heck yeah.
We've got our spade bit. You've seen traditional spade bits, okay? What we've got is our self-feeding, right, tip. Go ahead and rip one through there, Alex. Once you get that tip in, you just go, you're hanging on, right? So it's just gonna auto feed.
Do it left-handed. You're right.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? I heard if you brush your teeth with your right hand, a good way to build new neurological pathways in your brain is to brush your teeth with your left hand. Yo, I feel smarter already just by drilling that one hole.
There's similar technology out there, but what we've done just up ante a little bit is we've cut these grooves right here.
Yeah.
Okay? What that does is if you're going into pulpy material, wet pulpy material, this can get clogged, right? It'll wrap around there and then your self-feeding doesn't work anymore. Those channels help clear that so that we can go all the way through.
Yeah.
Also, if we're going into some gnarly stuff like MDF over and over again, building up heat,
Yep.
then you get that adhesion going on in there, everything starts to stick. Those channels will help
to
declog
clear
that,
it out.
right?
Yeah. I will say this. I'm so happy to see that Spyder doesn't just like rest on their laurels, because one of my first experiences with Spyder years ago was a different generation of spade bits, and it didn't self-feed the way this generation does. And people were saying, no, it's not the same. They're improving their products year after year, year over year, and you are. This is a monster.
So one of the things that what we want to do is we want to take your tool, right, this expensive part, and we want to save that tool.
Yeah.
Right? So if we make it easier for that tool to work, we're gonna save the expensive stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
Also, if we're saving the work on the tool, you're saving the work on the body, right? By the end of the day, right, if we make it easier to pop holes and cut things, easier on the body.
Very true.
Right? So that's kind of, when we go through development, we're thinking all the things, how can we, we want to make it faster, we want to make it last longer, but our overarching goal, make it easier on the tool, make it easier on the person.
I love it, because I'm getting older, and I only have so many miles left.
Yeah, it's coming for us all.
The other thing is, in addition to the tool, if the accessories you're using work more efficiently, it's easier on the battery. The batteries are consumables. They only have a finite amount of charge and discharge cycles. You don't want to have to keep buying batteries because you're using the wrong accessories.
Exactly. Good point. Yeah. So we've taken the recip blade, we put some big old carbide gnarly teeth on that bad boy. Now good for pruning, right?
Yeah.
Pruning some trees, okay? Also, it'll go through brick and cinder block, okay?
This is just so I know. Is this brand new?
No, this has been around. We've had this for a while.
Wow.
It's just kind of an unsung hero. So all day long. So we can cut clean holes if we're building a retaining wall, right? We just need a quick cut on that last block.
Yeah, there's so many places you could come in handy.
Right.
Guess what? You know why it's even better? Let's just say you would use something traditional like a grinder. Now you have all that dust everywhere. And if you're in enclosed spaces, I'd rather use that all day long.
Exactly.
Okay.
What we have here is what we call our 3x3, okay? And that's teeth all the way around. Okay, again, kind of going back to that safety thing.
Yeah.
Now, you can plunge cut with a traditional recip blade all day long. People have been doing it forever. But once you get that cut in, sometimes now you got to start manipulating that saw. Now we're going to flip it over. We're going to do, maybe some shady stuff, right? Stand on a ladder, okay? Well, now with this blade, we can cut on all three sides. Okay, so we can get in with that nose,
Yeah.
right? And then we can cut up, down, left, right. We don't have to come out. We don't have to switch blades. We don't have to, swap that tool around, right?
Yeah.
Now, of course, we're demoing, some drywall.
Yeah.
But, you can do MDF, you can do OSB, right? It's just going to take a little bit longer, right? But you start in, get your channel going, plunge cut, and now game on.
I like it.
Right? So, auger bit, we kind of took that same technology. Now, we've got our spade bit here, fast, light, okay, but maybe we got to get in some meatier material.
Okay.
Over and over again, right? So you need something a little bit more aggressive, something that's going to last longer. But you see, we've taken that same technology, we put it as self-feeding, anti-clog, right? So even you got speed over here, now we need a little bit of power, but we've got that same, just hold on, get that tip in, and it's going to pull you through that material.
You have the extra oomph from the ejection. This way it's clearing out that cutter head.
Exactly.
So you're able to get deeper quicker.
Right.
I mean, I love a spade bit, but if you're drilling maybe, like you said, multiple inches, this is going to get the job done.
Spade bits are great, man. They're fast, right? But if you nail strike with one,
oh yeah,
right?
Is this?
So this will take a nail strike. Okay, it's not going to cut.
Yeah.
But this will take a little bit more abuse than your spade bit, and it'll keep going for you, right? But now if we bury it in some material, that's got some hardened screws in it and stuff, you're going to kind of blow out your
I have a question.
Yeah.
The arbor for this is a 7/16?
It is.
So do you have a line of accessories for that, as far as chucking in and such?
So we're kind of a hodgepodge right now.
Yes.
Where we've got some are 7/16, some are round, right? And we're trying to kind of tighten that up. So this is our black series, right? So this is kind of our just opening, it's good, it works well.
Yeah.
Not real tricky, right? It's just a really good, decent blade.
Solid blade.
Right, solid blade.
Get the job done.
Right? So, carbide, right, on both sides. This is brand new.
These are brand new to the
These are brand
market.
new. This is the first time I'm seeing it.
You're seeing it here.
This is brand new. And of course, tile bit for tile.
And you recommend, like, how many RPM with this?
So when you're going through that harder material, you want to slow down.
Okay.
Right?
Wow, that was fast.
Quick, right? Quick and clean is what we're looking for, right? Nice,
Yeah.
clean hole.
So this is good for ceramic, porcelain,
Yeah,
glass?
yeah,
Glass.
glass.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay, right, so now we're talking.
Yeah, for real. I have to see it again. I didn't see any walking.
Right.
That's the important, like, especially with glass and such, like, no walking.
So take a look at that tip. That carbide goes all the way up, nice
Yeah.
and sharp.
And it's a nice point.
Yeah, so we're not walking.
I like that. You know why I say stuff? I like it because I've been met with multiple like obstacles where all this stuff. I wish I had that. You know what I'm thinking?
Exactly. Well, and that's one of the things that we work off of, right? Is, you know, now we're not trades guys, right? But we want to service guys like you.
Sure, sure.
And so we listen to that feedback. You know, what are your pain points, right? And guys like you are coming up and they're telling us, and we have our design team and our engineering team here in Las Vegas, and they listen. And if it's a good idea, we can make it happen. We can make these things happen in like 90 days.
Do you want to hear what my pain point really is? The tile guys, I want to do a perfect job, and tiling a backsplash so tight to the box that when they go to set the decor switches and outlets in there, the screws, they have nowhere to go because the tile's there, and then we have to come back and drill the holes. Right. That is going to make that return trip a lot easier. Thank you.
Nice and thick. It's not.
Let me feel this.
Yeah.
Baby.
If you look at the teeth orientation, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So they're what do they call that?
So this is offset.
Offset. There you go.
So it's an offset pattern on the carbide.
Beautiful. For this, we're able to cut like strut. How thick of steel? Like, what are we? Is this a thick steel?
This is thick. Yeah. So it goes through thick steel, cast iron.
Okay.
Right. I mean, we're talking some really tough material here. Rip it.
Nice. Have you been using this blade all day? All right, let's take a look at these teefuses. Man, I don't know. Looks pretty good.
Right. As long as those teeth stay on, you keep cutting.
All day, yeah, for real.
All day, been cutting this. I've cut black pipe.
So today, you cut cast iron or black pipe. How many cuts do you give us an approximation?
Probably 10 on each so far, right?
Okay. So 10 on each, black pipe and this strut.
And we're gonna keep going.
You can.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. It's shows like this where we can really find out where the rubber meets the road, right? So we've got our tarantula. What I get asked a lot is this good on stainless steel, right? And what's the question? What are we really asking? Does it discolor? Does it heat up and discolor my stainless steel? So that's kind of what we're showing here with these products, is that we can drill through, we can make holes, step bits, Mach Blue, drill bits, and all of these can go through stainless steel without discoloring it and building up that heat. And then, of course, when we go through it, we've got our blue goo.
Anything to keep the temperature down.
Anything.
Sure, especially with stainless steel.
Right. So this is our traditional Mach Blue coating, right? Proprietary coating. It's blue. So we rolled with it. We call it our Mach Blue, right? And what we're doing is we're keeping that blade cool.
Yes.
Okay. We can keep those cutting lips engaged. Do it with Mach Blue.
I also caught some of the.
We caught some of the runner on the bottom. Blue goo. Sorry.
Brandon, how many holes do you think you have on that bit alone so far?
The tile in there, to this, to that, 6.
So you have 6 holes on that. Okay.
So then we've got that same technology on our step bits, right? So we're going through sheet metal, things like that. I love the step bit because it's a dial of diameter.
So do I.
what we've got new is called Tetraclad. Okay, so new proprietary coating.
Okay.
Okay, so same thing. What we're trying to do, keep everything cool.
Yes.
Right? Keep everything cool. Everything stays sharper, cuts longer. 14-inch concrete saw.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Segmented for speed. Right? We're trying to be fast.
Okay.
Okay. So, directional arrows, right? Punch through, so it doesn't wear off. Okay. So we always know which direction we're going in. Okay. But everything that we're doing here is for speed.
Okay.
Okay. So
I have a question.
Yeah.
Being that it's optimized for speed, getting through the material quicker, would that mean that potentially it may be thinner? And does that mean, in addition, it would be optimized for cordless as well?
Yes. So anytime we're talking about speed, we're optimizing for that cordless.
And I think with the industry trending towards cordless, it's like music to people's ears if they know that this is made for potentially to preserve batteries.
Absolutely. And what we have over here is actually a cordless concrete saw.
Okay.
So that's what we're running.
I saw a hose. I thought it was a cord.
Water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a question. When it comes to this product in particular, you're saying it's optimized for speed. It's going to preserve battery life because of that. But why Spyder as opposed to the competition?
So really what we're doing, so this is a starting point for us.
Yes.
Right? So we've had this in the line for a while. What makes it unique, some of these channel cuts.
Okay.
Right? And the shape of the segments.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have a big, long, just diamond segment,
yes,
it drags through the material, right? So we lighten that up, make it speed up a little bit. So right now, this is what we've got. What we're coming out with is now this will go through rebar. I've done it myself.
Okay.
I've cut a Jersey berry in half with this, okay? With one blade. So we know the longevity's there. It's a tough little blade. Our next one, even tougher, it's gonna be longer lasting.
So you have a new generation.
We do.
On the way.
On the way.
How?
You're gonna see it probably mid-year.
Okay.
Yeah, about mid-year.
Speaking of the carbide, the relief cuts here, do they help with like maybe removing slurry from the cut?
Clearing material, absolutely.
So there's like a lot of engineering, a lot of thought went into making this blade. That's awesome. It looks great too. So me being a small business owner, like if you can catch their eye,
yes,
and you know, even if it catches their eye to give it a chance and they've never tried it before, now they try it and it's superior. You know, you gotta get them.
So you know, we're a medium-sized company. We've been around the block, right? But you know, we're tough. We like to punch above our weight class, right? So going up against these bigger companies and stuff, we love that challenge, right? And what can we bring to the market that hasn't been there? Yeah. You know, because we can't forget about guys like you that are out in the field using our product. So that's why we're out pitching it. You know, we're pitching it to you guys and getting that feedback from you, and that's our grassroots effort. If we can get it in your hands and you like it.
And that's the thing, like even with, and I know like you're about the performance and how it performs, but here's the thing, like the art department, they have their place because it could be the greatest product in the world, but if nobody knows about it yet, it doesn't matter. Like you guys I think you guys are doing a pretty good job.
Thank you, we appreciate that. We try really hard. Yeah. So all of the folks that you've seen here doing the demos, these are our engineers.
So they're engineers and they work in-house. Yes. This isn't like a marketing team you've hired. No. So everyone here, from what I'm understanding, are people that are pretty much, it's not like they're here collecting a paycheck. No. They want to make sure that it's shown in the best light and it performs the way it's supposed to. Absolutely. I love it.
And they want to understand it. They want to understand where we can get better. Yeah. And the way you do that is you use the tools. So you come out to places like this and you spend a couple of days getting your hands on, and now my engineers are like, oh, wait a minute, I think I can make this better.
There you go.
Right? So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Jim, I appreciate you really are What is the title
The
again?
Dean of Spyder University.
The Dean of Spyder University. We appreciate all your time today.
Thank you.
Thank
man.
you
Thanks
very
for
much.
stopping by.